hell is this guy doing? Yo! It's a video, man. What are you doing? What's up?
Video? What video?
Office tour.
That's today?
That's today, man. Let's go.
What?
Go. Let's go, man.
Welcome. The long-awaited tour of my office. My gaming setup, too. We're going in depth. Everything. We'll start on this side. We'll work our way around. Ooh, this is my chair. These chairs aren't very comfortable, but they look really cool. I don't really like it in the office just because it takes up a lot of space, and when I'm trying to record videos. My office is never this clean, by the way. I got it on Amazon for like $400. It'll be linked down below in the description, as well as everything else. It's like this cream color. I never really sit in it. It's more so Kilo's chair than anybody's. Up here, we have my big calendar. A lot of people always ask me about this. Last month. It's not even December yet, but you know, instead of being a month behind like last year, this year we're a month ahead. Yep. And then this thing, ooh, they're like this pivot cabinet. I bought it. I don't know how much it was. It was expensive. And then I have this plant here on this like concrete tray. This is all part of like the stream background. That's why there's kind of a lot going on. There's of course other stuff too that are more functional. I also have this little light bulb, which I think adds some ambient light to my office, but also practical lights when I'm shooting videos. And then of course we have my juvie fridge. There's no juvie. Either I drank it all or they're not sending me enough. I'm gonna go with the second one. Got my nut button. Been with me since day one. And then a bunch of half-drinking waters that I just use to water the plants because your boy's growing up. I have this big like concrete pillar which also goes into the ceiling, if you can see. Was one of the reasons why I wanted this place. The office space is larger than most apartment buildings. Like in a lot of apartment buildings, the bedrooms are tiny. And it's not necessarily a big bedroom, but it is a decently sized office. Of things that are more practical, I have this like backdrop thing. The only wall that I have on here right now is the gray one, just because most of the time I would only use the gray one, and I have black one and I have white one, but this one is the most practical and the other ones being up there just didn't really make sense. But a lot of people might find it interesting are these Varipoles. If you are someone that is renting or if you just don't want to put holes in the wall, Varipoles use kind of a tension system, and I have one on each side, and then you just mount the backdrop thing to the Varipoles like via clamps. But it's cool because you don't have to drill any big holes in the wall, and if you mess up, make a big hole, then it's just, you know, that whole mess. Oh, I forgot to talk about this. Baymax! Every time you walk in, you have to give Baymax a high five. Josh didn't give Baymax a high five. And then, of course, behind it is this basketball hoop. It's a Murakami basketball hoop. I got it on Etsy. It's okay. But then down here, oh, this is my new PC. I forgot to show you guys this. Look how big these GPUs are now. This thing is huge. I'm partnering up with Intel. I'm doing a 14900K system. This is gonna be my new main PC that I use for streaming and gaming, and then occasional editing if I decide to edit on my PC. But yeah, there's also a 4090 and it's pretty buff. Continuing on, this shelf. This shelf is from Nathan James, and I did a very similar system to a Courageous setup. Basically, these lights, I know a lot of people are gonna ask about them. These lights are from Govee, and they come in packs of 2. So for this, I needed 3 packs. But all I did was put the light bars here on the bottom. They're not mounted anywhere. They're just sitting here. The only visible cable goes along the side, and then all of them are routed in a cable sleeve on the left side, which is the more hidden side. But you honestly can't really tell, and all the cables are white anyways. So I think it looks really, really good, especially when you like change the colors. Like in Courageous setup, what we did was we did alternating colors of his colors, and none of the colors spills over. So you have your blue and your yellow, and they don't like mix. So it looks really good, but I just did white because I'm basic. Starting at the top, we have the Project Bluebird cans, which are the OG like test juvie cans. I have a pothos plant. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right here we have my signed KD4s. They're signed by KD. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. And then this is, I think I talked about this in my previous apartment tour. That's number 30 of 100. There's this creator. His name is Brandina Wang. He dropped these, and he does a lot of stuff with this company called Blank Studios. But it's really cool, so you should check him out. And then, of course, we have the 100T plaque. 100T plaque, my bad. We have the 100K plaque. The million one's taking a little longer than, you know, we thought, but we'll get there. I have my X100V, which I never touch. I need to learn how to use it, and I need to go on more trips, you know? I need to go on more trips. Business expense. We have this little spray thing, you know? And then we have the OG 100T keyboard. I'll just leave them here because they look good. That was the original 100T high ground keyboard. The Crix keyboard. And then the first high ground keyboard that, not the first one, it's not like the founder's one, the OG sandstone colorway. Some of the most OG ones that I have. Decided to put those there, plus the color palette's cool. And then we have this translucent Game Boy, which honestly, I don't even know if it turns on. Got a random stick of Juvie hydration. You know, always gotta stay strapped. These custom Kilo Air Force Ones. But I also want to mention that these boxes that they're in, they're from Look-See Design, so they're not cheap, but they are probably some of the best looking display cases that you can get. They were sent to me. The one at the bottom is a limited edition Kobe one. So that's pretty cool. And then we have a Juvie. We have a Juvie Turbo Rush custom can. The actual flavor isn't anything new. It's just kiwi strawberry, but I thought the can was cool. Decided to get that. Oh, I'm getting old. So I have this Kilo Pop figure. It's the Chase one. This one's pretty expensive, but you know, Kilo is the go. I need my dog Kilo, so I had to get it. And then this is from 2021. The fact that 2021 seems like it was so long ago. This is the HyperX Queued Up Award, chilling down here. And then I have my Amazon. It's like the studio one, so the sound quality is better. And then I have my $800 rug. Stepping on it, you can't step. Kilo be fucking this thing up. It looks like bacon, huh? Bacon and it looks like lava. I don't know. I thought it was unique. I thought it was cool. I thought it flowed well into like the pivot cabinet and stuff. Along this wall on the ground, I put a RGB rope light from Govee. All my lights are from Govee, by the way. All of it's under one ecosystem. I can tell the A word good night and everything will shut off. So you watch this. Alexa, good night. Alexa, lights on. She listened. She never listens the first time. But yeah, for those of you guys that like the look or just want RGB as like a main source of light, they don't want to have exposed RGB strips. These are a little bit more expensive, but they are worth it. Usually with RGB, you want to hide them behind surfaces or bounce them against walls or whatever it is. But you know, if you want to have exposed LEDs, this is a pretty good option. It lights up my room pretty well, and I wanted to keep this big window open, not put anything in front of it. It just makes the room feel bigger. Isn't that like a good thing to do where like you have a straight walkway to window too? It's like good, you know, energy. I didn't want to keep this side of the room like completely empty, so I got this shelf from the store in LA. It's called 6 Cents LA, but I'm sure they have it. This shelf isn't like anything crazy. I've seen it a million times. It's smaller, so it's more compact, doesn't take up too much space. I have this little ball I got on Amazon. I used to throw these on my bed and on my vlogs, bro. If you remember that, you're a real one. And then I have a 100T hat, a high ground hat, more random keyboard stuff, some books. This is a DBZ keyboard, probably one of my favorites from the drop. This little keychain from the Monaco 100T collection. And going down, I have this little, I think this is a piggy bank, yeah, of Todoroki. Todoroki after Killua is probably one of my favorite anime characters. We have a Gundam Summit keyboard. Like I said, a couple books. Always on Summit keyboard from High Ground. So I know High Ground hasn't gotten a great rep in the past. Honestly, you should check out some of these Summit boards. For a fully stocked keyboard, pretty solid. As well as there's a bunch of other collabs and other variants such as the performance keyboard, which I use. So I use one Summit board and one performance keyboard. We'll talk about it later. And then moving down, we have a Epic of High Ground keyboard. This is the newer one. It has like this gold kind of case going on. One of the other DBZ keyboards. This one was really cool, the Vegeta one. And then this is my modded Summit keyboard. We'll kind of go between the keyboards. I didn't want this to turn into a keyboard video, but it is what it is. This is the original Summit, right? Cool, cool, cool. This is my modded Summit of the original. Sounds great. I'm not biased at all. This is the Summit V2. Overall, I think there's a lot of improvements from 1 to 2. Some might prefer the sound profile on my modded version, but now you can get very similar sound to my modded version, but now out of the box on V2. Great job to the High Ground team. Guess what flavor I got? Oh! Guess what flavor Juvie I got? I'll send you a case. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Guess anything other than blue? Now we're at my gaming setup. Some of you guys might be asking, where is the Odyssey Arc? Well, I got rid of it. I was having some connectivity issues. You know, it's been a while. I've had it for a while. Wanted more space on my desk. Now I have this thing. I'm done with cable management. I'll say it. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I change things all the time. Just not worth it anymore. Past a certain point. I don't want it to be too messy. Too clean isn't realistic. We'll start with my PC. Eventually I'll make a more in-depth setup tour, but this will kind of be like an overview. So this is my old PC. It has a 13900K, a 4090. Some of you guys might be asking, this is your old PC, what's your new PC? Well, like I showed you guys earlier, it's a 14900K PC with a slightly buffered GPU, more RAM, better motherboard, more storage. This was actually a pre-built from NZXT. Shout out to NZXT because to be able to get a pre-built like this, 2023 is pretty good. Pre-builts are not as bad as you might think. It's actually pretty good. These panels, I'm sure a few of you guys are asking, there's gotta be at least one of you, are from the wood veneer hub. So they're the matte black panels. This is like wood, of course. And then there's like a felt material behind it. But then also what I did was Govee sells these desks, kind of like rope lights like down there, except they're a little bit thicker and they're lined. They're just slightly better built. They aren't Gojo, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Gojo's chilling there. Anyways, these little things, they're not even like adhesived in or anything. They kind of just fit really snugly and they fit really well. So I decided to put 3 here to make it look like it's coming out of the PC, and then the 2 other here to look like it's, you know, to go with the monitor. That's what I did there. And then the panels are raised off of the wall. So as you can see, at a point I didn't have these RGB strips. So there is light coming along the sides of the panels. The panels are raised, and let me know, actually, I'll save it for the end. Moving into the setup itself, my desk, the frame is from Amazon, and it's one of those standing desks. See how high it can go. It goes pretty high, as you can tell. And then the countertop is from IKEA. It's one of the Ekbacken countertops. It's the 74-inch version. I wish it was a little bit deeper, but aside from that, you know, no complaints here. I do love the texture of the concrete. It's not actually concrete, it's just textured concrete. It's not like completely flat, so it is laminate, but it's like textured laminate, so it's a little bit better. That's the desk. The thought process here was to have a black and concrete, like just to have contrast with the desk and not just go with white legs and then have white PC and then white Alex drawer and then white everything. That's what I was thinking in my head. And then moving here, we also have this like shelf, which I got on Amazon, and it was expensive, but it clamps to the desk, so it looks very clean, and I have my speakers on there. It's weird because quality on the shelf itself sucks, and I think I could do a better job. Let me know if I should make my own desk shelf, and if you guys would buy it, because I make it 100 times better than this. And then I bought this thing on Amazon. Honestly, I rarely use it. It's like this, Dude, it doesn't even, oh, there we go. But basically, I can put my phone here so it's not in the way while I'm playing Valorant, and then I hit it, I'm like, ah, battery's about to die. We back. My mouse pad is one of the DBZ high ground mouse pads. Bro, Joshy, how dare you? You use your big old butt. I love this design, so clean. I rotate my keyboards, like I was saying earlier. So this is the performance high ground keyboard, and basically you can change the actuation on the switches, each individual switch. So you can go from like 0.1 millimeters, either 0.1 or 0.01 millimeters, all the way up to 4 millimeters. So the reason why you'd want that is because you'd want to make like your movement keys as responsive as possible, and then your space bar or something, which is pressed easier. Watch a second, I could build on keyboard. I've got to cook it. I mainly use it for Valorant, and when I'm playing Fortnite or, you know, I'm writing emails or something. Not that this keyboard is bad, but the superior typing experience would be on these always on Summit high ground keyboards. So for example, if you want to hear what it sounds like, watch this. You can definitely game with that keyboard. It's just this one gives you a competitive advantage. And you know, I got Radiant Dreams, so we're gonna use this one too, or not use this one too. Desk is moving. Some of you guys might be asking, where is your GoX Lough? GoX Lough is old news. I'm using the Stream Deck Plus with these silver knobs in white. And then I'm using the Wave XLR as my interface. And slowly, Elgato has taken over my gaming setup. Kind of scared. Elgato is owned by Corsair, which also owns Scuff. So then I have these Corsair headphones. They're open back, and I really like that about them, which is why I use them. And then of course, I just got this. It's a recent pickup for Fortnite, because OG Fortnite just came out. I'm not. Dude, I suck. It's because I have 2 rings on. Dude, I'm ass. Okay. Courage lied to me. He told me this controller was gonna help me become good at this game. I'm sorry, Courage. I just get angry. Anyways, for my monitors is from Ergotron. It's probably one of the most aesthetically pleasing mounts out there, but it's like $500. But it is, like, you know, good for stats. And then my main monitor is a 1440p 360 hertz Asus ROG monitor. The one above that is also 1440p Asus as well, but it's 300 hertz. So I wanted to get matching monitors from like the front point of view. On the back, they look different. We made the jump to 1440p and also to 360 hertz. There's not many other monitors that I personally want to use. use, and I think in 2023 this is the best option for me. If you guys have any other options that you think I should try or you think I would like, just let me know and maybe I'll try them for a video. On the desk we have this plant that I got from San Diego. I have a candle, Alexa, sorry, displays the time too. Shut up! And then my custom Viper Ultimate, which is pretty much just a showpiece now because I don't use it. It has Kilo on the side, it has my logo, and it lights up when I turn it on. Oh, I've been using this mouse. So this is the G-Wolves Haiti HTS Plus 4K. I thought this would get me to Radiant. Didn't. I might have to throw it away or give it away. Let me know if you want. These are my speaker. My speakers. I got two of them. 1, 2. These are from Audio Engine. I believe they're the A2 Pluses in white. I could be completely wrong. I could have just made that number up. This is my camera. Using the Sony ZV-E1 paired with Sony G Master 24 f1.4 as my streaming camera, and it's been great. I love the angle. I'm sure a lot of you guys will have some questions about overheating. I just set the quality to 1080p and it can run forever. As long as you're not trying to stream with the camera at 4K, you're good. And then this Elgato teleprompter on the front has been clutch. But essentially it's been my new third monitor instead of that big 55-inch monitor where I was like this to see. I now have this little tiny 9-inch screen that reflects onto the top of the monitor, and then I put chat on it, and then now when I talk to chat, it looks like I'm staring them in their soul. I also have these. It's the holidays. We got some chocolate. So I'm using a white XLR cable. The details matter. The white Elgato Low Pro boom arm, and then the Electro Voice RE20 as my streaming mic. I still have this light, Quintus light bar, which is like $40 on Amazon. It's good because I got bad eyes and I gotta save them. For my wallpaper here, at the top one, it's on both of them. It's on Wallpaper Engine. It's called Rainy Day at Sweet. So I'll put it. Oh, I forgot to talk about this. I have Varipulse here, right? But if you look up, I have 2 more. So the thought process here is to have less tripods and things on the floor that are holding light. Basically, I got silver ones and they go from wall to wall. And this is a prime example of how I use it all the time. But I have my main light here, my lantern light I use for most of my videos. It's connected to a Amaran 200X, which is great. I really recommend Amaran for any of your lighting. Or Amaran aperture, pretty much the same thing. But I have that on a Manfrotto Magic arm. It allows me to save space on the floor. I have kind of overall cleaner setup. I don't really know what I should do about these cords. Maybe I should get like V-mount batteries or something and then just put batteries up there and I just recharge those. Of course, you gotta have my trusty C-stand. Whenever you see overhead shots in videos, whether that be unboxings or whether that be a vlog, I'm 90% of the time using one of these if I'm not using a suction cup mount. So this is a prime part of my kit and everything I use in a lot of my videos, and definitely one of the best investments I made into my content. But then of course, I got a sandbag right here. This is really important because sometimes you'll be suspending your camera in the air and you don't want it to tip over and then your camera's gone. Over here, I'm pretty sure every TikToker has the same shelf, but it's from IKEA and I use it to store my gear for my videos and stuff. So I have my slider up here. I have my probe lens, a V-mount battery thing for my FX6, just chilling up there, tape measure, laser pointer. I have a cat and a dog that also acts like a cat. It's a little like bamboo plant. My FX6 is right here. My broken 16-35 is on there as a lens cap right now. My 24-70, my new 16-35, which is the Mark II version, so it's smaller and it has the aperture ring. My ND filters, both Peter McKinnon Polar Pro ones. One of them is a 2-5 mist, and then I have a 1/8 Black Pro mist as well. I also have a 90mm lens, which is a macro, so it allows me to get really close and get those detailed shots. I do a lot of tech content, but it's also great lifestyle videos. And then a 24-70 Sigma. I know I mentioned that I want to get the 24-70 Sony G Master Mark II. I'm still on the fence. I don't really need it, but a lot of you guys recommended it to me. I have the DJI Mavic 3 Mini Pro, and then the controller that comes with it. I don't use it as much as I should. I definitely should use it more in my videos. Expect me to hold me accountable. If I'm not using it, let me know. And then I have my my gimbals down here, my Amaran MC. But it's dope because it could change into from these like warm colors all the way to, whatever color of the rainbow. This is really useful, especially in a lot of like sponsored content. I have a DJI mic, which is my go-to lav mic. This little thing. Clean your gear. The V-mount battery, that's the V-mount. Yeah. My batteries for my FX3. And down here, I use these storage bins from IKEA to just store miscellaneous batteries, chargers, cables, random camera gear. Even more, another shelf down. My camera bag that's just like a little cube. It's a Peak Design one that came with a bigger camera bag, but I decided that this was probably the best thing for me for when I'm shooting TikToks or videos and bringing multiple lenses, multiple batteries, batteries. Just it's pretty compact. Pretty much what I bring everywhere with me. I want to show you guys this. This is really cool. But it's a little, 100T knife. It has like all the, different stuff. I use that on my unboxing videos. And then I did forget a couple things. This light, it's actually a stool. But it looks like a thumbtack, and I use it as a side table. I thought it was a good pop of color. Chilling here. Beyond is my Elgato foot pedal. That honestly I haven't plugged it in since I moved here. Friends probably hate me because that means I don't mute in Discord. Oh well. Back over here, you can see I'm not in a Mavix chair currently. Been testing out this Herman Miller chair, which is smaller. I'm gonna try something new. And then down here, I've got where I put my feet when I'm streaming. My feet don't hit the floor. That's where Kilo asleep. Well, when I'm streaming, he just chills there. And then this fan, I haven't used it in 2 years, ever since I moved into my own place. But it was expensive, so I keep it. But the reason why I bought it in the first place was because I lived with my parents. They never let me turn on the AC or the heater, so I had to figure it out on my own. And then if I move the C-stand, I can talk about, or we can go inside the closet. And this is like a 6-in-1 reflector, which just allows me to bounce light and, be creative with lighting. Put a couple extra stands in the back, just in case I do need to put a light somewhere that I can't use these poles for. So I have a DBZ jelly bag. Welcome. Crap. So it's pretty tight in here. Pretty much the gist of this is I have another shelf in here, the same one as out there, except this is all just unopened tech products, PR stuff I gotta get through and make videos about. It's exciting, it's cool, it's fun. There's probably a lot of cool things in here, but it's overwhelming at times. But I'm grateful because there's a point in my content creation journey where I didn't get anything for free. Now I probably get too much stuff for free, but after I'm done with a lot of this, we'll make sure to do giveaways and get them in places to people that don't have things. So these are my 100T jerseys. Sorry, I have a couple backdrops in here just chilling. This one is really cool, probably one of my favorites. Of course, you have the standard one and then the camo one. But they all have low on the back. Yeah, I don't know. I really like these jerseys. I want to hang them up or like put them in like glass cases or something, or little glass frames. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if I should do that. Knowing me, I probably forgot a few things. If there's something you're curious about, don't hesitate to ask. Made it to the end of the video. Comment down below blue raz and I'll send you, well, not everybody. I can't do everybody. I'll pick a random person and I'll send you a case of blue raspberry juvie. Oh, I didn't get to show you guys the view. Look, I'm Batman. Imagine me naked. I can see my old apartment. It's way over there. And then if you go on this side, and in my stream, you can actually see Crypto Arena at night. Throughout the entire day, so this is west facing. So my entire room is just blasted with sunlight, which is a good thing or a bad thing, depending on the day or what I want. I do want to say thank you guys, because 3 years ago, I was streaming in my parents' house. And then every year since then, I've moved and we've been making a lot of progress and just improving at making videos, being consistent, streaming, playing a lot of video games. But I think the thing that I'm most proud of is the community we've built and like just how many people I've been able to impact. At the end of the day, just as much as I've maybe impacted even one person, like you guys have impacted my life to a point where I'm living in a completely new city basically every year. I'm probably gonna be in LA for a little bit. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. It's paying my rent. Also, I'm about to hit Unreal in Fortnite. See y'all soon. Better see y'all in the Unreal lobbies. Joshy ain't in the Unreal lobbies. Look. Shit, bro. Dive in.